We are now about to run our last major load of the day, and it's pretty much already been sorted by color, primarily a sweater, heavy cotton load. I'm just going to kind of double check it. If I have a lot of blouses, I may run the blouses together, pants, but it seems to have the capability for the heavier garments just fine. And I just want to make sure that my colors are okay. Processing a lot of sweaters right now because it's sweater season. Okay, the only one that I'm going to hold off on is this black and white, and it's lightweight, so I'm going to hold off and run that by itself for another machine. Okay, so now this is a good sized load, ready to go into the machine. Before I do that, I'm going to check my lint trap. Okay, that looks pretty good, but I'm just going to vacuum it off right quick. I check the lint trap between every second load just to make sure there's no airflow obstruction. Put that back in there. Close the door. And we're ready to go. Alright, now I'm going to decide which program what I want to do. Now we're in the middle of winter time, so a lot of these garments are not that dirty, so I don't feel like that I need a heavy soil load. So I'm going to go to my program, press the program button, and it gives me the options, programs that we already have set in here. I have program 1 through 5. We have our light soil, based on the piece count, 1 to 5, 5 to 10, 10 to 20. I don't want to go with light soil because they need a little bit of help. I'm going to go to my next series of programs, which is my medium soil categories, 1 through 5, 5 through 10, 10 through 20. So I'm going to go ahead and go through the 10 for 20 because this is a full-size load. So it's highlighted. So I'm going to press start. I'm going to now allow the machine to fill up with water and detergent to process, condition the water. And that usually takes about 3 or 4 minutes to do. And it will let me know when it's time to put them in. Alright, now at this point, the machine is letting me know that the water is conditioned and ready to go. It goes to a pause cycle with the alarm that alerts anyone in the plant that it's ready to go. So I'll come over here and I'll press the pause button, stop the alarm. I will then use the opening lever to open the door. Now traditionally, you're saying you can't open the door because the water is going to be locked. This technology allows us to do it. Open it up, and the water level is just below the lip of the door. And as you can see, the detergent, conditioners, they're already in there by the phone. Okay, so now I'm going to start placing the garments in there for the washing. And in my sorting, I already determined that there was nothing on these garments that might pose a hazard as far as decorations, things that might dangle or hang off. In the event of those, I would put them in a net bag so they don't get snagged on anything. And these pieces are ready to go in there. And I'll just put them in there. And I still just double check to make sure I'm not accidentally putting something in there that I don't want to go in there. Now there is a silk garment in there, but I feel confident that that'll be fine. Alright. Now all my garments are in there, but it's very important to make sure that nothing is hanging over by the time the store closes. So I make sure all my garments are in there. Door's clear. Go back. and I lock the door. At this point, I can start the rest of the wash cycle. I press the start button. And we now, and the whole time, you have the interface that is walking you through the steps. And now we're going into the second wash, and it'll show you the different functions that are being enacted at that point. And at this point now, I'll just let it just wash. My mistake. They didn't want to free.
Okay. I suppose I can.
Still be holding it today, and then come to pick it up, close it, sitting down. Now, see this line right here, those are our kit bags. I have Okay, at this point, we have finished washing and extracting the garments, and we're getting another pause alarm that's telling me it is now time to go into the dry cycle. And all I have to do to silence that is just press the pause button. And that allows me to think about what I want to do. Now, I'm the person that loads the machine, so I know what's in there. And at this point, and actually any point in the drying cycle, you're able to open the door and pull any garment out that you maybe don't want to have dry, maybe you want to lay flat, maybe just anything that you want to do, that gives you the opportunity to do that. So that pause just lets you know it is now getting ready to enter into the dry cycle. There's nothing in there that I'm concerned about, so I'm going to go ahead and go to the drying cycle. So I press start, and Then the screen indicates we are now going into the drying cycle, because that is the tab that is lit and it's blinking. Now this machine also allows you the flexibility that within the cycle you can make a modification to the program that it's in, which I'm going to do. I'm going to go to menu, I'm going to press my menu button, and I'm going to go to the manual tab. I'm going to press that, and it shows me the step times, the temperature going into the drum, the rotation speed, rotation time, pause between each rotation, and a reversal rotation. So what I'm more interested at this point, we have our default time is 111 degrees Fahrenheit. I'm going to kick that up to 125, and I'm going to kick up my step time to 18 minutes. So I'm going to go back, and now it is indicating the changes that I made. And the reason why I did that is because this is a sweater load, and they're going to require additional time without over drying to then make the decision, do I need to lay any of those garments out, or which pieces are going to be ready for the final pressing and finishing. The drying cycle has been engaged for 5 minutes, and at that point you have another pause that allows you to merely remind you if there's anything that you might want to pull out of there. Once again, you can just hit the pause button to silence it, and it'll even show you when the next pause has been programmed and we don't have any more pauses. So that's just is merely another reminder that you may have some garments in there that you want to pull out, which I don't. So I'll then press the start button again, and we will resume the drying cycle. Okay, at this point, because it's sweater season, I felt like to better utilize the efficiency of the machine, I finished off my drying cycle with this particular dryer, which is not a true humidity control, but it's different than your traditional one you would put in a laundromat. I do have flexibility with temperature, so I just put them in because I wanted them to finish drying so they're ready to go to the presser. And I've already determined these were all safe to do without any additional hanging. And the freshness and the handle and the hand on it, there's no buckling, there's no distortion. I mean, it doesn't get any better than this. And they are ready to go to the presser now, and there's just absolutely no doubt that the customer is just going to be completely satisfied with the quality of these sweaters and these outer garments. It's just no chemical smell, no moisture smell, very soft, great handle on it. Easier for the pressers. It is great.